Turning this off for a sec. Hey everyone, I'm just trying to set this up a little bit before I talk at all. I can't find the button to save the changes to the topic or whatever. Yeah, I don't see where it is. There's like... I wrote in the basic info here, and I can't tell if it's like live or not. Like, I know the stream is live, but I don't know if... okay, it looks like it is. Cool, alright. So, I'm just gonna go in training mode, I guess, until somebody wants to do something. Thank you, 445603. You know what sucks is, like, I don't have any of the unlocks. So, like, I actually want to practice against Raven, but I can't practice combos against him. And I'm not going to, like, I'm never going to play that character, so I don't really want to unlock him. I'm trying to think what I need to practice. I really don't like how this game has so much character-specific combo stuff. It really is a pain, honestly. Like, it doesn't... It would be one thing if it were just like medium weight and lightweight or whatever, but there's a lot of really character-specific stuff, and I don't know. I just don't think that's fun, but one of my smaller complaints about the game, I guess. So, like, I've been having trouble when I play against Sin as far as, like, which combo I should use. God damn it. I don't know why I can't get that. That's good. Okay, so that works. Combo into super. Yeah, I need to practice that as well, you're right. So, like, I think to combo into super, I want to do, like... What, I'm trying to think the best way to combo it. You want to do, like... Yeah, that didn't work. Okay. Maybe no loop on that, probably. Oops. See, that's like really questionable to me because it does almost no extra damage. If I do like with the burst super, maybe. Well, I dropped it. Alright, that's pretty solid, right? Like, that's a lot of extra damage. And, like... So here's the instant kill combo I use sometimes. which probably I don't want to be using. Like, okay, so you have Kizerkate or whatever his name is has videos on these instant kill combos. You know, you really have to have a lot of stuff lined up here. You need, like, I've tested a few times. I think you need full meter, like 100% meter. They need to be, you need to do health, or not hellfire, their health bar needs to be flashing. And they can't have burst, basically. I think he's too high now. But you can, like, that's viable, and I can do it sometimes in a match. But, like, the real issue with that is you have live coaching starts whenever somebody joins the lobby and wants to play. But the problem, like, with that is it's pretty rare to have full meter against somebody, and then the other issue is, like, going for, you don't really always want to go for agreed sever. Now the combo could start on, like, an anti-air if he were like, if he were jumping and I caught him. Whoops. Well, that's not gonna work, is it? It would have to be like 2H counter hit or something. Oops. I'm trying to think here. Actually, it doesn't matter. I don't care about the instant kill combo. What I really am trying to talk about here is the super combo, where you have, like, that's how I should be looking at getting a kill, because really that's what the instant kill combo is good for, is when you think you wouldn't be able to kill them if you did any other combo, but the instant kill will kill them. But seeing that the burst super does that much damage, it's something I can consider, like, holding on to my burst so I can do that. What if I do stun dipper YRC close slash, no, you mean stun dipper RC, but yeah, so stun dipper RC close slash 2H jump cancel into S, jump cancel into S super. Alright, let me see what that does. Probably it won't be good because there's an RC, but we'll see how much damage it does. No, that's terrible. Oh, actually his health is low, so it was scaled really bad. Hold on. When you RC, it scales the damage a lot. So generally, investing more meter after an RC is not usually worth it. But so that does 150. If I just do a loop, whoops. And this is what I wanted to practice. If I just do this, I don't know why I'm dropping that. That does more than the super does. But I think it's more like if you do a greed sever or if you get a counter hit or something, the super can do a ton of damage. Like if you look at, like, say he's jumping or something, if I get like one of these, whoops, I want to get a one hit counter hit. Whoops. Like, that does pretty significant damage. I think basically the idea on those supers is, like, if you get, I don't know if it's better, is it better to just do the super right away like that? Well, that doesn't even work. Okay. It's very dependent on the height. God damn it. That's not going to connect. Alright, so I won't try to do that. The other thing I saw Makabu do is like... Whoops. He would just do like combos like... I'm trying to remember when he did it. It was really weird. He did like a sweep into Ride the Lightning, I think. But is that... Like, when would you do that instead of just doing, like, you know... I guess the Ride the Lightning does more damage, doesn't it? Oh, that does a lot. I don't know. I need to watch that match video again where he did the Ride the Lightning off the sweep, I think it was, because I don't really understand when you would do that or why you would do it. I need to close Skype. I have so much like memory. Like, what is that's OBS. Okay. I feel like I just have so much like leaky memory shit here. This PC is a piece of garbage. Like, it doesn't have an SSD or anything, and it's really old. It's my brother's old computer. I don't know what that is. Because I was dropping some frames. I'm going to close Chrome also. Corner carry, yeah, it could be. I'm going to do lobbies. Like, if nobody wants to do the coaching thing, I'll just start playing. Because, like, right now there's a lobby open. Here, I'll just make the call now here. So right now I have a lobby open. I want anyone that needs help, you can join and play, and I'll try to help you get better. If nobody wants to do that, I'm just gonna play. Go into another lobby and play. And like on point 3, I'm not trying to dissuade you from doing it. Like, I don't want you to think, oh, well, he doesn't want shitty people to do it. That's really not what it is. It's just more like, if you're so new that you just need to go in the training mode and practice your basic combos, I'm not going to be really able to give you much advice, because it's just going to be like, you're going to get hit and locked down and die, and then when you hit me, you're not going to convert. And my advice is basically going to be, you need to go in the training mode and learn your combos. And, you know, there's not going to be a whole lot I can say behind that. Yeah, the combo that I, with 236, 236P, did way more corner carry. I don't, like, keep in mind, Makabu isn't, like, a Kai main anymore. So he does some weird stuff that I haven't seen other Kai players do. But I did remember him doing some weird... I don't remember the situation, but he did like a weird hit confirm into Ride the Lightning from the ground. And I don't know why he did it, but... could it be that he did it a burst? Like, he wanted to do a burst super, and if you do it as a burst super, it's better than the fireball super. Maybe that's what it was. Keep in mind, he's like a Sin player, and he specifically always uses his burst for the super damage as Sin, so he probably likes being able to do that as Kai as well. Yeah, and it could have also been as a burst safe thing. He knew that he had a burst and he wanted to get the kill. Whereas if you do the fireball super, they can just burst out. Okay, I'm gonna just go play. I don't think anyone wants to do the coaching. If somebody changes their mind, just let me know, and I can like make a lobby again. I need to change that video description though. Just a second. Oh, hey, Snowman. Was, I played you the other night. Was your main character Sol, or... Because you played like a bunch of different characters against me, but I felt like Sol was actually your best. Okay, cool. So this guy, I think I can't remember. This guy's either really good or really not that good. Chip is one of my hardest matchups. I really struggle with it. All right, he seems good. I tried the beta DP there. Probably was a little bit unnecessary. Thought that was terrible. I haven't warmed up at all. God damn it, I should have went low. So I find the neutral against Chip just so difficult. Like, I just, it doesn't feel like there's any button I can ever press. Bad habit of throwing people out of the corner there. God damn it. Oh, nice bait. I hate that move too. I should probably never push 2H because it just takes so long to recover, and against Chip I can't really afford that. Like right there, we could have probably punished that. Oh my god. I need to block that. Yeah, I shouldn't have attacked. Yeah, I think you should pretty much always FD cancel your dashes. If you don't do that, you end up with like... It's really easy for people to punish the recovery of your dash. If you watch match videos, you'll see people doing that all the time. God, I just can't deal. Okay, he's gonna do the cross up. I need to block it this time. He didn't do it. Fucking Christ. I tried the 6P. God, that fucking teleport, man. I tried to throw him. Yeah, like if I'm trying to throw and he throws first, it's not gonna work for me, but I'm surprised he did a throw instead of like something else. I should be doing like 5P instead of 2H, I think. Just in case he does some like instant air dash shit. I don't know. Ooh, I was trying to do 2D there. I can't react to that in time. God, fucking Christ, this character, man. I don't know why I didn't block that. Scrubby. Oh, complex. I thought you were talking about the FD braking during your running in neutral, not necessarily when you're blocking. That was terrible DP. God damn it. Just played way too carelessly there. Again, I didn't block that. That's a cross up, so I just have to block the other way. It's very simple, and I've let him hit me with that like 4 or 5 times. Of course, he can do it where he lands on the other side, but it's pretty reactable. Like, it's not like a good solid 50-50 mix up or something. You can really kind of see it coming. It misleadingly looks like it's on the other side, and I'm not thinking hard enough to block it. I tried to jump and grab that. Like, I was specifically watching for it too, and I just couldn't react in time. This guy seems to almost never DP. I've been baiting his DP like several times, and he just never does it, so I probably should stop baiting. It's crazy how much damage that does. I didn't mean to grade sever. I was trying to 6K. Yeah, FD braking is really important. The main reason you have to do it is because when you're going in for a meaty, like say you get a knockdown where you have to run up and then do a meaty, if you don't FD brake, you lose so much time for like, oh my god. Sorry, I'll say this in a second. I want to try to focus here. God damn it, that mix up. I can't believe you can do that. Oh, Vogue is here. Oh, I gotta win now. I gotta win. I want to play against Vogue again. Fuck. That YOC freeze fucked me. Oh, come on, man. Fuck me. I'm gonna probably stream often in the near future, but after like early September I won't probably stream again at all. So Vogue, he's the guy I was talking about the other night. He's really, really good. He actually has a YouTube channel where he talks about the Kai versus Heikyun matchup. It's him playing against Strawberry, and he goes like in-depth analysis of the matchup. It's pretty good to watch. It's not too long of a video. I don't know how much it's gonna help me really, but excuse me. My main takeaway from watching it was that like Far S is exceptionally good in that matchup. So the FD braking, like basically the way to think about it is, I don't know which character you play as, but like say you get a knockdown where they're kind of far away and you have to run up on them. If you don't FD brake, you have to stop running. Like first of all, you have to judge the distance of how far you're going to slide forward after you stop running. And you have to judge it so that you'll stop sliding before you get into their throw range. then you also have to stop running in time that you'll have a meaty come out and make it actually meaty in a way that you get an advantage from it. And if you misjudge either of those, you're not going to get a real meaty, or you're going to get thrown out of your meaty. So when you FD brake, it allows you to run further and longer, and you can FD brake just at the range you need, and there's no sliding. You just immediately stop, and it lets you, and it also makes them more likely to try to throw you, because if they don't respect the fact that you can FD brake at the right range, they might try to wake up throw, and then you'll counter hit them with your meaty. Yeah, you just tap it. You like quickly tap it and then press whatever meaty you want. So last time I played against this guy, he like instant killed me almost every other match. So don't expect much, but I want to try to win. I won't talk much either. So one thing Vogue does a lot, he really looks for the fireballs, and he will Grand Viper the shit out of you if you predictably fireball. Fuck, I didn't FT break there. That was what happens. God damn it. I'm playing like shit. Hold on. He tried to bait that. Does that just go full screen? I didn't FD break again. He could have thrown me. Fuck. Oh, marsupial. Yeah. Let me make a lobby. Oops. My PC keyboard, the backspace key doesn't work. So every time I like accidentally type something, it just sits there forever and I end up sending it. Okay, marsupial. I'm creating the room. I will turn this to 0, but if your connection's bad, I'm not going to play long. The ID code is right there. Yeah, throw timing, I don't know about time. Like, you know, the throws start up instantly, so it's not really, I don't know about timing, but it's, the main thing is like with the way you prevent yourself from getting thrown. If you're coming from Street Fighter, where you in Street Fighter, it's really bad if you try to mash out of a throw attempt. You're just gonna get thrown. Because basically like in Street Fighter, the range of a throw is a lot longer. You can throw from further away, but the startup of the throw is really slow. So that means like you can do stuff like jab, jab, and then throw from without even walking forward at all, and that makes the throw range really scary. But the trade-off there is that the startup is so slow that you can like late tech or whatever and get out of the throw. And if you try to mash buttons, you're just going to get thrown out of the startup of your whatever button you're mashing or whatever. or you're just gonna get like counter hit if they try to counter hit setup you. But like in Guilty Gear, the range of the throw starts up instantly, but the range is really weak, so you have to run all the way on top of them to throw them, and that means that like a lot of times the best way to avoid being thrown is simply to hit buttons and stop them from advancing in on you. Because if you try to wait to tech it, like throws are harder to tech in this game. It's not really how you want to get out of a throw, is to try to tech it. If you know they're coming, you just stop them before they're even in range to try to throw you. I didn't mean to do that. Good backdash. God damn it, I didn't want that. Yeah, you need to FD break when you want to do a run-up throw. You can run up and do a back throw, but if you're going to run up and do a forward throw, you need to FD break. Because 6H will override a throw if you don't stop running. Yeah, the higher the latency is, the more I get that D instead of the micro dash. It's really annoying. I'm forcing myself to try to do it because it's such a better Oki setup. I'm kind of just silently assessing this guy that I'm playing against because I know he's in the room. I don't want to just like talk randomly. I'm kind of waiting to get a better feel for how he plays before I really comment at all. I mean, he's pretty good. Like, he's definitely pretty good, but... That was a terrible DP. I tried the air dash YRC out of there, but he was like right in my face, so it didn't work out too well. Oh, I could have fully converted that, I think. So like initially I would say one thing this guy's doing that isn't oh, okay, people are queuing. The soul player, or marsupial, I feel like you're always teching immediately, which is why you're getting thrown and tech traps sometimes. You might want to try late teching more. Oh, I'm a weird color now. Okay. And then like you don't really have a lot of bad habits though. Like that's always good, because it just means you can just kind of work on your pressure and work on your neutral game more, and you'll just start winning a lot more. Whereas if you have really bad habits, it can be hard to break those. I think you were a little bit too afraid to go for DPs maybe, because Soul's DP is so good, and especially if you have meter. At some point I stopped being afraid of your DP, and I was able to go for meaties more. When Soul players DP a lot, or not like a lot but enough, like the right amount, it makes it really tricky to decide like what kind of commitment do I want to make in an Oki situation. You didn't go for, I didn't see you go for command grab ever. I was watching for it a lot though, so even if you had gone for it, I probably would have caught it. I feel like your overall like pressure just didn't feel strong enough to me. It was kind of like, it wasn't bad for sure. I think you might have over relied on Fafnir and the bandit, whatever the overhead move is called, bandit something. But like, you know, there's definitely nothing like terrible that I saw. And you can keep playing too. I'll try to figure out more. Yeah, wild throw is really, really good. It can be tricky to set it up to make it work though. Like if you don't do it right, it's really easy to see it coming, and I can just jab you out of it. But when I play a Soul that really gets me a lot, they do it so ambiguously that I basically just have to guess sometimes, and if you do it right, you're gonna wild throw people, like unless they're just like mashing all the time. And if they're mashing all the time, obviously you can't get away with it, but whoops. Oh, and you blitz too much too, I think. Try the DP there. You could have thrown me. Okay, good DP, but you could have thrown me there because I was too close. It's actually not helpful at all to tell you in the middle of the match what you should be doing because you're trying to play, but yeah. Good burst because that burst was good because it maintained corner pressure. Even though his health is really low, I mean, that can make it questionable because now he has to win without taking any chip damage. But he could, Soul definitely can win from the corner. Way too cautious there. He needed to keep putting the pressure on. If you're going to soft pressure like that, stay out of my poke range. You can't like weave in and out of inside of Kai's sweep range like that. I guess you can always just go back and watch this later. teching too early. Oh, I didn't have meter to cancel that. You gotta punish that harder if possible, because that was really close. Oh, good RC. Too much overhead there. You got my guard gauge all jacked up though, so... Good DP. Good wild throw. You go to 5K anti-air more, because I oh, and yeah, sequitur, no non-sequitur Snowman has a really good soul, so definitely listen to what he says. Another thing that works really good against Kai is do instant air dash and just hit punch a lot, because my 6P will just whiff entirely, and it makes me have to like, I mean, you have to be smart about it, but it's a very good way to approach against Kai. Good instant air dash out there. I was doing a lot of like hard pressure, and so he just instant air dash out and it gets him out, so it's good. I don't think he meant to DP there. If you ever see me do a meaty 6K, I did not mean to do it. It's not good. It's like gonna get you thrown. Whoops. I'm playing sloppy. Yeah, I think for Soul, like 5K as a frame trap is pretty scary. Because if I'm thinking, is he gonna wild throw me or is he gonna 5K? It can be pretty oppressive because 5K starts up so fast. And what's her name? Fuck, I forgot the Speedwagon. I'm trying to figure out what to tell you. Still, I can't really get a good handle yet. Good DP. So now he's okay. Good wild throw also. So now he's like representing those threats I talked about, like DP and wild throw. So I have to be a lot more cautious. Like when I'm blocking, I have to be a lot more ready to push a button if I think he's gonna wild throw. And on my offense, I have to be a lot more worried that he's gonna DP me. Good not tech there, because I would have thrown him if he had teched. He should have probably teched eventually though. Good conversion. Jinxed it. Yeah, Brian, you can low profile projectiles with the slide, for sure. Not gunflame though. Oh, nice. Do more of that. You gotta get that combo down because you dropped like that conversion every time. That would have won you the round at least, and you dropped it a few times in the other round too. I don't know how to do it, but just work on that conversion, because that would have, you would have had a knockdown in the corner, and if it didn't kill me, you would have had another mix-up opportunity. Instead, I like teched out, and it was bad. I keep thinking I'm on the other side, because that's the color I usually am. That shit doesn't combo against Kai. I need to stop doing it. Sweep into stun dipper, it doesn't combo. I needed to do a raw stun dipper punish there because he was max range. This is his chance. He needs to kill me here. You shouldn't have done greed sever there. You could have like, I don't know, it's one of those things, like, I knew that you needed to get the kill there, so I was really looking for the greed sever, because it was like, it's like, okay, what would he do to most desperately try to win? And the answer is greed sever. And so it came out, and like, I don't know, it's but I think Speedwagon, like, you're playing a bit pretty cautiously, which isn't necessarily bad. It's better than just being like degenerate and just doing random shit all the time. You can try to don't be afraid to contest some of my fireball attempts maybe with stun dipper, because as much as I say random stun dipper is really bad, if I'm fireballing all day, and if you're pretty positive I'm going to do a fireball, or even sometimes on reaction, you can just stun dipper and punish me for doing that so much. And Cereza is playing well enough that I really need to focus on the match and not just think about the other match. I missed the dash there. This is on PC, Ryan. Sorry. Risky DP there. I don't know if he was even trying the DP, but... Good DP. Good wild. I think he's trying to do a wild throw. Yeah, there. Very good burst to maintain corner pressure. God damn it, I need to work on that combo. Yeah, you're the thing that Snowman is saying, like you need to vary your pressure up more. That's for sure. Like I feel like your pressure is too much. If I just hold down back, I never really get caught by it. It's kind of like you do like a really you tend to cancel into gunflame a lot, and then nothing goes from there, and I just kind of get out. I think you need to work more on like making it so that your pressure keeps going. Reset the do more like jabs and run up stuff to keep your pressure continuous. There's going to be a gap obviously if you do that, but the thing with the gap is like if I misread the gap and try to punch out or something, you can counter hit me. Basically you need to do that. You need to take that risk to keep your pressure going longer, because once you're in on me, you really need to make the most of it, and you can't just like do like hit gunflame and then you do like gunflame RC to maintain your pressure, but that uses like all your meter and it doesn't really give you a whole lot anyway. So like here, Speedwagon is okay. That was really good. Exactly what he needed to do there. Okay, and then now he's getting too excited about that read, so I'm trying to punish it. Missed the throw. Okay, if he goes for greets over here, I'm gonna be mad. That was good. That was really good. His soft pressure is too soft. Decent. A pretty decent read. He was a little bit too far away. If he had been a little closer, he would have caught me with that. Much better match there though, Speedwagon. Your neutral game is still like a little bit too passive. You don't want to have to rely on doing those stun dippers to get under me. Try to just like get in closer and push buttons on me. Try using 2S and stuff in neutral to hit me with stuff. You can like that YRC, the fireball YRC you had was really nice because it completely punished me. I could have. See, like that's what I mean with his strings. He's always ending his strings like that, and it's just not giving him anything. That was good. Good extension. Let's drop the combo though. Nice. I don't know how he dropped that, but so as Saul, if you think I'm gonna DP, you can do a 2D, because like against Kai, the 2D low profile is my DP, so it's a safe way you can pressure. Oh, good grab. He needs to convert into a knockdown here. Good. Boom, I'm out. Good burst. I considered trying to bait it, but it was like, if I baited and I was wrong, I just... Oh, okay, nice. Nice kick there. Tried the DP and got that 3H instead. Kind of sucked. Good burst. I'm trying to think, like, definitely try to use the instant air dash with jumping punch. It's really, it sounds stupid, but it's really, really good. Like, you just instant air dash and hit punch a lot. It makes it really hard for me to anti-air you. That was not clean. Okay. Yeah, air dash punch. I don't know what it is, but the jumping punch, it makes you like have no hurt box on your feet. So if even if I 6P you, my 6P will whiff and you'll punch me. Like right now, this is what I mean by Speedwagon is playing too passive. Good RC. Because if I just stand here, he's not really doing anything. I can just kind of I just walked out of the corner. Like, he's not putting any pressure on me. He's just letting me run. He's like afraid or something, and he's just letting me run around. So like, that's not really how you can play neutral in this game. And now if I just want to go in, I can just kind of run straight through him and just do shit, and it will hit him generally. And I mean, like, I'm not trying to shit talk, but I'm just saying, like, that's what you're doing most wrong, Speedwagon. I think is your neutral game is like very Street Fighter-esque. You're kind of like waiting to see what I'm gonna do, but when you do that, you're not actually controlling the pace of the match at all. Yeah, Dust Loop is hard to execute. Like, I would, you'll eventually get it, but like in a match especially, it's like we don't know how you're going to start the combo, and the range will be changed based on different stuff. Okay, much better pressure already. I wouldn't have done that. Good. Just, yeah, call me out on that. Don't. Okay, that was. Good job not teching there, because I was going to throw you if you teched. Good job not dead angling, because I was going to catch you there. Ah. Good frame trap. Okay, thanks, Liam. That was a lot better, Speedwagon. The way you played neutral just was a lot stronger. Dash FD cancel. You can do it into anything. Like generally 2P is good, 5K is also good, 2K is good. Just anything that you would normally want to meaty with is fine. Even into 6H, if you FD cancel far enough back that you won't push yourself into throw range, you can do that as well. Like this or something. That was probably too close, but so Speedwagon had full meter that whole time. He should have dead angled at some point. Like it's not always good to dangle it right away, but he blocked so long. He definitely could have just dead angled at some point, and I wasn't baiting it after a certain point. It was just like he would have just got out. Whoops, punish that. So he's going too passive again already. Like he. So actually, okay, I've just noticed what it is. There's not really a neutral game. Like he's either outside of range or he just tries to run in on me. Rather than like you need to be trying to poke. Kai has like far S, 2S, 5H, 2D. Those all have really great range. Fireball as used as a poke also has good range. So if you're in those ranges, you need to be pushing those buttons, or at least experimenting with pushing those buttons, because if you're just trying to run in on me and push your close range stuff, it's not gonna work. Like I'm just gonna do that or whatever. Yeah, that was good. Oops. Yeah, 2S is a really great poke. Fuck. Good job out. Again, he tried to run in full screen and do a button instead of like poking. Good DP. I'm trying to catch up on chat a little bit. Alright. Good 6P. So 2K low profiles Kai's DP. So if I think he's going to DP, I can do immediate 2K. Okay. Should have done it there. Bruce Wayne, if you hit 6K, it's best to do split seal 236D, and then from there it's best to do a micro dash sweep into charge stun edge. That gives you the best Oki. The 2K 5H thing, the only time I do that is if I get like a surprising hit on the 6K, like if 6K hits as a frame trap, then you don't have time to do the 236D, then you can actually just link into the 2K. That's really the only time I use that training mode combo, or that trial combo. You don't want to burst there. you see that mix up is just isn't good. That stun dipper mix up. Yeah, I mean, he definitely just needs to practice a lot more, but there's definitely some things like just overall approach to the game that he needs to work. I mean that will correct itself too from practice, but like he's doing way too much random stun dipper. Right there. Pretty good dead angle. Like I might as well do it right there. Good to us. He needs to do more of that. Okay, that was alright. And Speedwagon, you definitely can use Greed Sever. Like, it's not like that you can never use it. Yeah, and if you don't trust your micro dash, just do a stun dipper for sure. Yeah, you can't dash break sweep. You just have to do a micro dash. So you notice like Speedwagon's pressure doesn't ever really continue. It's just kind of like he does one thing and then it's kind of over. And that's making it really easy for me to just not really worry about getting hit and stuff. And he I mean he's going for a lot of that stun dipper, and he is making it safe with Roman cancel. In some cases, which is good, and it does give nice frame advantage, but he's not really using the frame advantage to mix me up. He needs to go for more throws. He needs to go for some actual frame traps. God damn it, I did not want that. It looked like I was doing well, but I didn't want. Again, that's not okay. That was good. I like that. Getting out of the corner, if you are Kai, or do you mean against Kai? Okay, so I was saying Speedwagon didn't do anything with his Roman cancel stun dipper, but he did Roman cancel stun dipper, and then he ran up a little bit and did a Tiger Knee fireball. That's actually a really nice frame trap. It's something I don't ever use, but I want to use it because it's good. The thing is, like, he needs to prime his frame traps a little bit more though, because right now I'm not afraid. Like, I'm not afraid enough of his pressure to actually press a button there and get caught with that. But if he starts trying to throw me some, if he does like if he starts frame trapping more in general, I'll be more likely to actually press buttons during his offense. Like he just is so cautious, and that's really unsafe. If you're Kai, I mean, you know, Kai's got a reversal. A lot of times you're just going to be bursting or doing dead angle to get out of the corner, but like you also can FD to get them off you a bit, and then once you have them off you, like Fireball YRC is really good at gaining space, and it's pretty safe. And then you can also consider just doing an air dash YRC, like double jumping a few times and then air dash YRC. Nice conversion. Alright, so the reason you just got hit there, Speedwagon, I did a really late tech, as late to the ground as I could, and I just immediately hit a low because I could see that you were just going to stand there and block. If you're worried about that, what you can do is like try to jump up and throw at the last minute, and then you would have thrown me out of it. And if you're wrong, I'm gonna land and get knocked down anyway. Good job out. That was an example of when I will use that trial combo after 6k, because the 6k hit as a counter hit and I didn't have time to confirm into a split seal. And Kai's DP can help you get out of the corner sometimes. You got the really bad thing about Kai's DP is you can be low profiled, so you have to be really cautious if your opponent is aware of that. And it, like when soul players know you're trying to DP, they're gonna just 2D you so long, and you can really regret trying to DP. They can also good job out. Good 6p. Don't do that. God, I need that better punish there. Alright. Okay, so Speedwagon, when you do the stun dipper Roman cancel, here's what I recommend you do. Don't immediately run up and start hitting jab or something, because I'm in block stun for a really long time. If you just immediately hit jab, I don't worry about a lot of mix-up. You want to wait a little bit longer and then hit the jab right as I'm coming out of block stun. And then you can mix that up. I'll try to show you. I'll do it to you when I have the meter. You can mix it up with throw attempts. You can mix it up with tick throws as well. But basically, you need to make it so you're when you have frame advantage, you need to push. You need to do something. You need to convert it into mix up, rather than just like shoving me off. I was trying to throw and I fucked up, so don't learn from that. Yeah, I mean, he definitely has a lot of stuff down, and he needs to get more confident muscle memory and stuff like that too. That was a good that was good. That was all good. Like a good that was unfortunate. He needs to dead angle more as well. Like, he can get out of a lot of pressure with dead angle. I do tend to bait dead angle a lot, but you just have to be a little bit unpredictable with it, and it will get you out. Good dead angle. So some stuff you can try to do to extend your pressure. Use like 2P into close slash. That will frame trap. And then close slash you can cancel into 6H. So like, I'll do it. I mean, next time I get a knockdown, I'll talk it through or whatever. Like that. And then you can exploit that frame advantage to go forward even more. Good DP. Don't do my punish is so garbage on that. I have super. I can punish the shit out of that. Good job not bursting there, I guess. The DP whiff. You kind of have to watch the combo. Whoops. You have to watch the combo, and you can tell like if the DP is out of range. If the DP is out of range, you just want to do jumping dust instead of DP. That was good. That was a nice pokey. And you know why that Oki was good? Because you did, I don't remember the exact string you did, but you put a little gap in there. There was a tiny little gap, and in that gap I decided to try the stand up. I think I was going to try the backdash or something, and you hit me with a low, and you converted it into a full combo. So just, you know, like, oops, I didn't want that. Good grab. Definitely grab more. Good job out. You don't want a 6H raw like that if you can help it. Good guard against my tech there. You have full meter. Died with full meter. What was I gonna say? So some stuff you can try to do to extend your pressure longer. You can do like you can cancel stuff into 6H or into 6K. The risk with that is that I can jab out of it because it's not tight at all. But as long as you mix that up, so like sometimes you might want to do close slash into 6H. Sometimes you might just do close slash into 2S or 2D. And so if I think you're going to do 6K and I try to jab you out or whatever, and you just do 2S, you're going to hit me. And then if I think you're going to do 2S and I block, your 6H is going to go off. And then you're going to be, I'm going to be stuck blocking a 6H. So the theory there is you need to do what you can to extend your pressure as much as possible, because that's going to create more likelihood that I mess up somewhere. Like right there, you tried to jab out and you got frame trapped. Nah, that was bad. You can punish that. Yeah, everyone has been saying I sound like Adam Jensen, and I didn't know who that was, so I like looked up a YouTube video, and I don't think I sound like him at all, but it's cool. You see what I'm doing to extend the pressure there? Now, don't get me wrong, it's not like a super legitimate, you're just not really contesting it as well as you could, but and then you can mix it up by running up and doing 2P. So like I do this, and then it pushes me out, and so I run up and do 2P. It's too far out, but good for us. I mean, I gotta stop doing that. You can kill me with the right combo there. So this stun dipper thing you're doing, it's not good because you're not doing it at a range that I would actually get hit by it. You're using the meter to make it safe, but like the way you're using that stun dipper, you might as well just be pressing 2D, because all that's giving you is a fast low that goes into knockdown. So if you're gonna go ahead and do the stun dipper as like an ender to your combo, what you want to do is you want to go like into far S or 5H, and then delay a little bit and then do the stun dipper. That way if I try to walk back or push something, you're gonna hit me low, and then if you're wrong, you can cancel to make it safe. Oh yeah, see you, dude. Thanks for watching. I never asked for this. Who am I? Is that like the Deus Ex voice? I never asked for this. You just go ahead and dead angle more. Like it's you're not gonna, I don't know, like you can try FDing maybe. The key thing though, you need to be using your meter somehow to try to get out of the corner pressure. Yeah, that was alright. Oh, okay. Like right there, you just overzealously running in on me. It's it's fine to run, but you gotta like stop before you're in range of all my buttons. Because like right there, if I see you running in and I'm just spamming this, I'm gonna hit you run in every time. Or I can just do that or whatever, and then I can, okay, you're gonna burst. I feel like you're being really cautious with your burst as well. I know I bait it sometimes, but you have to take the risk. Like, if you're really wanting to get out of the corner, it's like, and you want to do a burst timing that you really don't think I'm gonna bait. There's one you can do is at the apex of Kai's DP. So if I'm doing DP to you in a combo, as soon as you're at the apex of the DP, just burst. There's no way I can bait that. The other one you can do is after I knock you down and I'm going in on you for a meaty, just burst off the ground. It's really unlikely that I'm going to bait that, because it's not worth it to me to try to bait that. You're already getting a kind of inefficient burst, but at this point you're losing a lot because you're just cornered constantly. Oh, that was cool. Yeah, good. 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 Yeah, like, see, you just get out. I have no meter now too, so you can kind of, yeah, okay, cool. I don't know what that was. Good call out there. So you want to try to use your fireballs as like a mid-range tool here. Like, notice when I'm at this range, I'm kind of trying to bait your stun nipper first of all. But if I think you're going to run in, I just throw a fireball. And if I want to go in for pressure, I can YRC it like that and just run in behind it. Good block. And you're letting me throw you way too much. Like, I know I am frame trapping, but that little stagger step thing into throw that I'm doing, if you see me doing that, it's possible that I'm going to hit like 5H really late, but you probably want to try to contest that. Just hit jab or something. You know, like if you're getting thrown more than a few times, like, you shouldn't really be getting thrown multiple times a match, like over the long term like that. The throws should just be more of a kind of an ever-present threat to make you afraid and press buttons, but you shouldn't just be getting hit by it as much as you are. Good job. Gotta watch that. See, like, this is what I'm talking about. I'll like this string I'm gonna do next time we do a string. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So like, do something like that. Oh, whoops. Good 2H. You could have, okay. Good blocking. Lobby, yeah, there's a lobby. Oh yeah, I guess you can't see it, can you? The search ID is 061J. I think that's right, yeah. Another thing you can try, Speedwagon, when I have you in the corner and you're not actually actively being hit, try to jump like once or twice, like single jump or double jump, and then just air dash and YRC. That can get you out a lot of times. Because there's a few things you need to work on. Like one of them is just not getting cornered in the first place. That part of that is just neutral game, and like, but another part of that, like, and then when you are cornered, you need to be able to get out instead of just be in the corner the whole match. Oops. Like if instead of doing a Tiger Knee Fireball there, you could have just air dashed and YRC'd and you would have been out. Instead you did a Tiger Knee Fireball. I mean, the Tiger Knee Fireball, potentially it could have hit me and you could have landed and done a combo, but I would have rather just got out of the corner personally. Oh, that was good. Yeah, just get out. Yeah, this shit auto uploads to the channel. I don't even have to upload it, it just goes on there somehow. That's why I don't use Twitch. This is like better. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. Oh, good call out. So that air dash you did, I think if you had double jumped and then YRC'd it, it would have got you out. And if you're gonna do like, if you're gonna do a YRC in that situation, if you're trying to use Tiger Knee Fireball to get yourself out of corner pressure, it can be really good to YRC it, because then you're not fully committed. And if like, if I'm forced to block it, you can actually use a string to get yourself out from there. Ooh, lagging a little bit. A lot. Is your computer running at 60 frames per second? Because it doesn't feel like it. Yeah, dude, your computer's not running at the right frame rate. Oops. Yeah, it's not gonna work, man. I think your computer can't handle the game. Like, does your frame rate say 60 frames per second when you're playing? Because what's happening is, like, every time you do a fish or I do like a move that has like a particle effect, the game just like drops like 20 frames and it's just like you're not going to be able to play like that. All right, you queue up. We'll try it again. How do you change the stage? Because that stage is really busy too. I mean, you can see like my frame rate is displaying like some slight fluctuations, but it never goes below 59. Just make sure that when you're like doing stuff it doesn't go down to like, I don't know, like 40 something or whatever, because the game really isn't designed to be able to run without a constant frame rate. It seems like you play pretty well, so I mean, good DP, really good DP. Like you got to stop me from throwing you like that. So you don't jump out of a throw, you jab me out of it, or DP. Jab out though. If you know I'm going to throw you 4 times in a row, just start jabbing it. My YouTube prompt thing says my video settings are bad, and it says like a bunch of techno babble. Does the stream seem like it's not running very well, or is it running okay? Yeah, punish that. Good, yeah, exactly. That's when you don't want to burst at that DP point. Because I can't bait that unless I RC the DP. Good. See you, bro. It says my keyframe frequency is bad. Good burst. Do you know how to I haven't really been noticing, but do you know how to FD break? Speedwagon. I haven't really been watching for that specifically, so I can't tell if... I'll just try to watch for it. Good job. Good DP. So you have full meter right now. When you have full meter and I don't have any meter, Fireball YRC gets to be pretty good because if I Fireball and you Fireball YRC, you get this thing where you can see that I'm recovering and you can just run up and punish me. But if I have meter, I can also YRC in response and make myself safe. But if you have a shitload of meter and I don't have any meter, you can exploit that. Alright, good conversion. So like you had a burst and full meter there. You should have used one of those things to get out. Like I have I am gonna be looking to bait it if you start doing it too much, but as it is now, you almost never do either of them. So I'm literally never looking to bait them. That means that you can just use them to get out. If you start to overuse it, I'm going to tell you you need to be less predictable. But as it is now, you just literally never do it, so I don't even look to bait it. Oh. Well, what was that? Why did you do that? Should I do it from Stun Dipper knockdown and DP hard knockdowns, but keep the split seal knockdowns more air dashing and CSC based? You should, like, if I do I still FD break just like that, because especially if the range is a certain way, or if they instant block the last hit of your grinders, they can throw you out of startup if you get too close. They can throw you out of your media if you get too close. So I actually do FD break in that situation. Or are you asking, should you do that jump thing that I do, like the just run up jump high low that I do? Yeah, Speedwagon, force yourself to try to throw me some more. Do 2P into throw, into run up throw, or 2P into run up throw. You have to have that in your arsenal at some point, or people can just hold down back against you. The throw is really gonna make your pressure scarier. And you can even do like 6H. Okay, you got me. Oops. Didn't want that. And you need to use more fireballs in the mid-range. And that's just, like, it looked like you were at a loss as to what button you could press. But if you just thrown a fireball, it would have punished all the buttons I was pressing. Whoops. That should not have worked. Yeah, you gotta I mean, that's fine. It's hard to learn to hit confirm into stun dipper because the range is so finicky. Like, it just takes practice. Like, you gotta be, yeah, you just gotta get out. Like, if I have you in the corner and I'm not even doing anything, just instant air dash shot. Like, I know I've thrown you a few times when I've done that, but you're generally being way too cautious. In pretty much every situation, you're being too cautious. Like, your offense is too cautious. Your defense is too cautious. Your corner, like, just, yeah, everything. Whoops, drop the combo. Yeah. No, I'm definitely gonna, if you keep trying the instant air dash shot like that, I'm eventually gonna punish it, but you got, like, the thing is, like, in order for me to punish you jumping out like that, I have to back up. And if I start to back up, then you can actually just, like, you can start poking me from the corner. You can move your way up a little bit to try to gain ground. So if I'm further, you don't really want to go for the run out if I'm really far. If I'm, like, in this range, you don't really want to try to jump out. I mean, it worked out there, but that's the main purpose of me being at that range, is to prevent you from jumping out. Well, that jumping kick is working out for you though, so if it works, do it. But like, yeah, and jumping kick is actually a great air to air. So if I'm just neutral jumping like a dumbass, you can jumping kick that, which is what I was doing basically. It was neutral jumping like a dumbass. Too far, I guess. I don't know. Oh, nice. Right, and so there I was too close, so he was able to clearly just instant air dash out on me. And if you're gonna 2P like that, be ready to cancel it into a sweep if it hits, because your 2P hit me, but you didn't convert it into the sweep. You hit me with the 2P, and then you 2P'd me out of range, and then like, nothing happened. So if you 2P, as soon as you see that hit, be ready to go into 2D, and then from 2D you can go into split seal or charge stun edge depending on the distance. Is Lux okay? But yeah, I would practice go in the training mode and set the opponent to block everything, and practice doing tick throws, because I don't think you had the mechanic, like the muscle memory down to tick throw me, and it would have helped a lot if you had some throws you could have done on me. It would have helped your offense a lot, because the way it was, I was basically able to just hold down back and watch in case you did greed sever, and you almost never did greed sever. It was usually stun dipper or something, so I just kind of held down back, and from there I eventually would just block your stun dipper and I was out. But if you had been threatening a throw, I would have been much more tempted to push buttons, which strengthens your block strings and makes them more likely to hit me. And you can practice in training mode also, like using strings 6P into 6K, 6P into 6H, and 2S into 6K, and 2S into 6H. Like, I try to throw. Oh, he's stunned. And you don't ever want to go for an instant kill there. Like, If they mash out and your instant kill doesn't hit, it's so bad. Yeah, Snowman, I strongly agree with that. Because when you're playing other new players, they're not going to let you do those extensions. You're just going to get jabbed out. So you kind of have to learn the theory behind it. It helps a lot, so you can adjust based on your opponent. Whoops. Yeah. Good bait from him, but I don't think you need to FD to bait a DP, because the chip damage is irrelevant, first of all, and it's just going to push me further back and make your punish more difficult to do. $2K on block? I don't remember. I think 5K is like minus, I can't remember. I think if you do it really meaty though, it's not really what the frame data says, you know. You can tick throw with 2K, but it's not great. I'm trying to think of when you would actually want to do that. Good job that he didn't burst there, because I was ready to bait that. Now he's got himself out. Are you still getting the frame drop, Swan? Did you lower all of your all of the video settings? I have all the fancy shit turned off on mine. I think ultimately though, if you have a laptop with no dedicated graphics card, I think you're gonna be hard pressed to get a consistent frame rate in this game. Maybe somebody else can correct me, but you know, I've got a MacBook, a fairly new MacBook Pro, and it can't run anything because it doesn't have dedicated graphics, even though it's otherwise a very powerful computer. This is the thing: never use Grand Viper against somebody who has burst if you don't have meter to cancel, because you saw I was able to burst out and punish. I mean, it's not great. Like, I just wasted my entire burst meter and everything, and I didn't get the hit, so it's kind of bad, but. Whoops. Oh, I don't like that. I really don't like that. I like the way he got out of that pressure there. Like, he saw that I wasn't doing any real thing. I was just jabbing, and he's like, okay, I'm just going to back that shot. Ugh. Yeah, Meek, or wait, Lux. I need to play more matches with you before I really comment any at all. But your neutral game seems kind of good. Like, you have a pretty active and patient neutral game, which is always important. But I think you're relying on I don't like those riot stomps that you're doing. The overheads, you're doing too many of them, I think, and they're not ever hitting me. Yeah, Snowman, I feel like there's the main problem is like there's a lot of stuff that assumes you know nothing at all in a fighting game, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm getting the frame drops. Do you see how that looks? Like, what does your frame rate say when that's happening? We got a really nice connection at least. It's not dropping frames too much now. Yeah. But yeah, there's like a lot of stuff that assumes you know nothing, but then anything made by like a higher level player, like that's not totally fair, but a lot of people are going to assume you know a lot more than you do. There's like very little for when you're in those like intermediate learning stages. Oh man, it's like, see, the problem there is like that frame drop means I drop my combo. It's not like a delay or something. It just means I drop a bunch of frames in my combo, and you're whatever. Yeah, like that. You would have hit me with that overhead, but the game froze for like 6 seconds, and I was like, oh look, it's a dust, and my combo dropped again there. I think this is going to chip me out. Yeah. I mean, the other thing, yeah. The other thing is that like you generally get better at this stuff by just playing the game a lot. And I'm still not convinced that watching a video telling you exactly what to do really helps that much, because unless you intuitively understand it, you're not really going to be able to do it. Good job out. Yeah, Juan, I feel like it's not really playable, but it's happening infrequently enough that you can keep going if you want. It's kind of like, do you have a dedicated graphics card? If the answer to that is no, I think that's why it's happening. If the answer is yes, I think you might want to check your like display drivers or something, or I'm not quite sure, but make sure you don't have like some memory hog thing open. Here's a time where I can't DP. I'm too far away to get the DP to hit there. I could have IK'd there, but I don't want to watch the animation. So you do have dedicated graphics card, Juan, or no? Ugh, I don't want to. I'm hoping that I have the counter hit, and I don't. So oh, fucking Christ, I don't want that. I'm dropping the micro dash like every time now. You see how that overhead attempt he did completely stopped his pressure? Oh, really, Snowman? Yeah, that would explain probably, but I mean the overhead thing is definitely good sometimes. But I feel like Soul's overhead specifically, it's so slow that like unless you feel like your opponent is really down backing hard, it's unlikely it's gonna hit them. And then even though it's not like to punish it, it can be annoying for me to punish. Like ideally I want to jump and instant block it or throw it or something, but like fuck. But even if I just block, or like if I just backdash it, you're just out. Like you've surrendered your pressure. Yeah, like my video card is 6 years old and I'm not dropping frames. Like again, that overhead just lost it for you. And that overhead lost it for me too. Yeah, it's still not gonna hit me. Yeah, Speedwagon. I mean, that sounds about right. That's from what I like. It seemed like sometimes you just didn't know what to push, and other times you had some good deliberate stuff. So if you just practice, you'll definitely get a lot better. And just watch Rion videos. Ein is good too. I like watching Rion the best. I feel like he relies the least on Greed Sever. You haven't hit me with that overhead one time, not one time. Okay, that hit me because I pressed something, but. Oh, interesting. You need to start blocking that grinder, because I'm not even like ugh. But yeah, Speedwagon, you're playing really well considering the limited amount of time you've played. Like, I've run into people that have played way longer than that are really bad. Like, I know people who have played for 2 years and have nothing. So. It looks like you fixed it. So I don't know this matchup at all. Oh, that was a really good... Oh, you didn't fix it. Fuck. Jinxed it. That was a good grab, though. Oh yeah, I forgot that the fish absorbs dead angle. Not low enough. Really bad instant air dash from me. This might chip me out again. Nice. Yeah, it's still getting that. Good block. You need to punish it though. Yeah, it's not running well. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with your game, man, but it's... I'm curious how you actually got as good as you are when your game runs like this, because you're actually pretty good. It's kind of hard to tell because it's running so, like, we're getting those frame drops and a lot of key moments, like right there, that really fucked you over. That really fucked me over. I can't hit confirm that because the frames are dropping. I'm guessing you play like offline with people or something on PS4 maybe. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's helpful to call people scrub. Like, I usually don't say it, but I do know plenty of scrubs. Like, you know, a new player isn't a scrub. They're just a new player, but the people, like, there's some people I know specifically that I have in mind that have played forever, and their attitude prevents them from ever improving, and that's what I would call a scrub. I need to do like punch or something there. Yeah, I think I can go to my settings without leaving the lobby, right? Or no, I can't, can I? What do you have the like, the thing is, Juan, you have something is like drastically wrong with your computer or your video drivers or something, because you know, I've played people whose computer can't handle the game. What happens usually is the game just runs kind of slow. But with you, it's running at perfect frame rate, and then it occasionally just completely stalls out for like a full few, like 2 seconds. That's not just an unstable frame rate or like a video setting within the game that you have wrong. That's probably like your video driver is broken or out of date, or I don't know. I'm not like super good at diagnosing that stuff, but yeah, after 6H, I micro dash into close slash 6K split seal. You could alternatively micro dash into, you could do 2K 5H sweep if you wanted. Yeah, I basically do that specific one because I like that one grinder setup. When did he burst? I thought I tried to bait the burst and he didn't do it. Confused. Oh. I mean, if you know I'm gonna do a fireball, you can do that, but like you've done that like I don't know how many times, and how many times has it hit, how many times has it missed? Grand Viper, I mean. That was some Yomi from him. Oh, fuck. I tried the backdash. Alright, you got me. God damn it, dude. Yeah, Kai is my main. Kai's the only character I can play at all. Yeah, I'm in Pittsburgh. So like Lux is getting some good hard reads on me, like those raw wild throws and stuff like that. But you know, like at the end of that round, I was basically trying to make sure he didn't Grand Viper me again, so I was just playing really cautiously. And he could have exploited that by just playing some solid neutral. Instead, he kept just doing like full screen riot stomps. And like that kind of stuff. I don't know, I feel like he's going for too many hard reads. Like there's a thing Snowman said, like a good way to practice Kai is to learn him without any specials. I think that's really good advice. If I were trying to learn Kai, I would try to do that. Or not sorry, Kai, Soul, not Kai. I'm sure it would help for Kai too, but whoops. I tried to throw reset there. I should have just comboed. I knew he was gonna do it. Fuck, and I didn't FD when I landed. Oh my god. That's why you don't do full screen Riot Stomp, because it's just like, as soon as if I do a fireball YOC and I see that you did it, you're gonna die. If I just stand still, I can 6p you. What can be chained into 4K or into 6K? You can 6K out of like everything, actually. You can 6K out of 5H even. You can I'm trying to think. You can't do it out of like sweep. I don't like that DP. Whoops, I didn't want that DP. So Lux, if you want to bait my DP, just do a meaty sweep. You don't need to just block. Just do a meaty sweep. It low profiles my DP. Oh, out of his 6K? Nothing. Oh yeah, you can do specials. So like 6K, you can do any special out of it. You can link. It has a lot of the main reason it's good is it has frame advantage. So like you're you can do like stuff as if you have, you know, you can do frame traps basically, but it's not a chain cancel into other normals. Oh, that was I like how that burst cornered me. He tried the Grand Viper. Why is he doing Dragon Install? Oh, you're tilted. Sorry. I mean, like, I don't know. It's hard for me to, you know, I have a really boring play style in every fighting game. I never like to go for unsafe stuff unless I think it's like a calculated risk. And so when I see people playing like very different from my own play style, I tend to think they're intentionally doing it to be annoying, and I can come off as like really dismissive of that kind of play style. There's validity to having a more risky play style, but you have to, you know, like you have to learn, you have to have the fundamentals down though. That's the thing. Like you can't do really risky stuff at the expense of knowing how to do safe stuff. I don't actually know what the properties of Dragon Install are, so like I don't know if I bait it, can I punish it? I don't know. Basically, if I see somebody Dragon Install, I just try to play safe until that animation comes out, and then I can just do a full punish on it. I just don't think it's worth the meter. like I just Dragon Install to me is just, it's like a fun super for casual players. I think it makes the game interesting. Like if you don't really want to play competitively and you just want to have a character that has like a cool alternate mode, Dragon Install is pretty cool. I'm sure there are some legit uses of it, some legit setups with it, but like as boring as it sounds, you just have so many better uses of meter, and it just seems like it's like a thing where you do it, and yeah, you have an advantage while you're Dragon installed in the neutral and everything, but you have such a limited amount of time to do anything off of it, and if it doesn't work out, you go into a punishable, like this, you have like a animation where I can just punish you out of it, and so you're going to eat a full like you've bet the fact that your Dragon install is going to give you such an advantage that it's going to outweigh the risk of eating a full punish combo. Oh, good blitz there. Whoops. Oh, he's deaf? Dude, there's no way I can type all that stuff. If you know him, you can just like relay it. Like I told you, my keyboard on this computer doesn't have a backspace key, and it's really hard for me to type on it. Another thing, he's tending to FD way more than he needs to. Like he's even FDing when he wants to bait my DP. He's FDing, which just doesn't. It's just a waste of meter. And that was unlucky. Yeah, like tier list, I don't really care about tier lists because I'm just not a good enough player to like have it really affect me that much. Like you could, if you had if you created a character that was twice as shitty as the current worst character in the game, I'm sure that like any competent tournament player could destroy me with that character. You know, like the game is pretty balanced, and the tiers, like yeah, you can see how I'm typing. Like I keep typing and I don't have a backspace key, so. Oh, Speedwagon's back. I will say though, sometimes when you play a lower, like a trap with a lower tier character can be. Oh, that was a really nice punish. With a lower tier character, like when I played Chun and Honda in Street Fighter 4. And like some of the risky things of playing a character that has bad matchups is they can be really frustrating. So like Honda against Evil Ryu, for instance, was just like kind of a nightmare because, you know, there wasn't a whole lot I could do to get in, and it's not like I could play keep away against him. Honda struggled in general against fireball characters, but you know, even against like vanilla Ryu, like, or just regular Ryu, it was difficult to get in on him at all. And so like those kind of frustrating matchups where you're just at an inherent disadvantage can be really annoying. And then like Chun against Akuma was also extreme. I think she actually had an advantage, but the problem was like you didn't get, unless you were playing at the absolute peak of that character's ability, you have to be like Chun against Akuma, you had to be able to dash ultra on reaction almost perfectly. There were just so many things you had to be able to do like perfect to make that matchup fair. But then Chun also suffered a lot because even though she was an overall pretty good character, she just didn't have that kind of easy pressure that a lot of characters had. Like, you know, like Evil Ryu was just so good, and then like Yun was so good in AE and everything like that. I know I'm talking about Street Fighter 4 a lot, but you know, you're making it a lot harder for yourself sometimes if you play a really low tier or a character that has some uphill matchups. And that's kind of why I chose Kai in this game. After playing Honda and Chun, I was just like, okay, I don't want to play some really weird character in this game who has super frustrating matchups. And I knew that either Kai or Sol, I knew would basically be a safe pick. They would have all the tools available and would like have like an average time in most matchups at least. Ugh, tried to throw that. I don't know. I didn't get it. That was interesting. Yeah, FAB's Potemkin is just sick. Like, and Potemkin is a good example of what I mean in this game. Like, you have to if you can't do those 6K combos, you're at a pretty big disadvantage. And those combos are so hard to do. Like, you're still dropping frames. Did you reset your computer after you updated your drivers? I keep saying I need to figure out how to convert that, but I never do it. Yeah, I saw that coming. That was a really bad charge stun edge from me. It just was stupid. Oh no. Oh, you gotta punish those. You blocked Greed Sever and didn't punish, and then you blocked Stun Dipper and didn't punish. You could have killed me on the Greed Sever punish probably. What was the unblockable? Does he have an unblockable? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, she may actually have an unblockable. I just don't know. But no, good call out there. Do you see how he got that one, I think it was 2D on me, and he used it, he converted that, oh my god, I can't, he converted that into like 50% damage and corner carry. Okay, I can't do my combos. Oh yeah, that's not a unblockable, it's a 50-50. I can land with a low, or I can do jumping slash as I fall down from the YRC. So like Juan, his defense is quite good. So if I just try to do this brainless, like if I just do this brainless shit like this, oh whoops, I don't want to do that. Fuck. I really don't want to do that. But if I do like this brainless, this shit over and over, he just jabs. He just jabs me out of it. So I actually have to like mix up with more stuff. Scramble. And you see he's also like doing a lot of he's pretty like his neutral is quite active, so I don't just get to fly around the screen and do whatever I want. I really have to pick, and I have to look for openings and push buttons at the good times and stuff, rather than just like where jump back H should be used. Jump back H is good as like, it's good in the neutral game because it covers a lot of space, and it's a pretty safe thing to have. It's a safe way to have some active, relatively active neutral stuff happening, because like if he tries to, especially if he I think he's going to instant air dash in on me, generally the jumping back H will punish like instant air dash in attempts without having to make like a hard read. Okay. Also, especially against, for me, like especially against characters like Milia and Mei, I like to do it in neutral, because Milia, when she has her pin, I don't want to be on the ground as much, because like I'm just going to eat that bullshit mix-up that she has, where like if you try to anti-air her and she pins, you whiff your anti-air and then the pin hits you and then she lands and combos you. So, but you know, and Milia likes to dash around in the air a lot, so if you're jumping back with H, it can catch her a lot of times. Instant air dash back with H is also good. Instead of just jumping, you can instant air dash back. And like same thing with Mei, she likes to fish a lot with jumping hard slash, and you can catch her sometimes by using jumping back H. So now I'm trying to consciously punish his jab when he jabs me, and it's kind of hard to do this because I think he can hear me. So if I say what I'm going to do, it might not be as effective. I'm trying to IB those. You can see his game still isn't running properly. Also in the corner, if you're cornered and they're not totally on you, jump back H can be good. You do have to be really careful with it though, because if they can get under you, they can anti-air it. You know, it's not like some invulnerable. It's not like Ramlethal's jumping H. That's just like invincible, and you can't anti-air it. I'm being a little bit exaggerating, but yeah, danger time. Whoops! I didn't know the round had started, and I mashed my jab out. See, he's not afraid to try to instant air dash out when he thinks it's a clean time to do it, and he's getting it right a lot of the time, basically. He's teching too early though. Oops, that was bad. Okay, so he's still jabbing me out because I haven't really adjusted. I'm not sure about that super, honestly. It gets him out. It gets all the pressure off him, I guess. So to punish those jabs that he's doing, he's not mashing it. That's this is when it gets hard, because he's not dumb. He's not just going like, oh, I'm gonna hit punch all the time and break through your shit. He's waiting till he thinks I'm actually gonna do it. So like right there, I waited just the right amount of time that made him push the button again right there, and he'll probably adapt to that. Because what I was doing before is I was doing greedy extensions. So now instead of doing, if he's going to jab through my greedy extensions, I need to do tighter traps to punish his jabs. And then if he starts blocking again, I can go for more greedy extensions. And it turns into, you know, it turns into a lot of a guessing game, but that's a fighting game. So like stuff you can do to punish those jabs, you can do like, I really like to use 5K into 2S. Also just using 2P into close S with a small gap is quite good. So that's the downfall of that empty jump low setup, is if they know you're gonna go, they can grab you if you land too close and stuff. Really wish this guy's game would run properly. Like, look at that. And that's not the stream lagging, that's the actual game lagging. That's why I'm just kind of doing nothing when that happens. I can't IB that. I don't know why I can't get IBs there. Ugh. Yeah, marsupial, go ahead. Oh, I tried the 5P anti-air, but it was too slow, I guess. Good blocking. I should not have instant air dash there. It was just bad. Again, that wasn't really good. I need to stop instant air dashing in general. I actually feel he's being a bit too passive right now. Because he had a clear advantage in that round. He had a meter advantage, and he kind of just got really cautious and stood there for a while. I know he was throwing out fish and stuff, but it was a bit like, I think if he had just gone in on me, it would have been really hard for me to win. Just use some meter to get a safer. I don't really know what Dizzy does, but somehow using meter to get a safe approach. Good sweep. Fuck. I tried the jumping punch air to air, but it was like too... I should have used kick. I'm playing too cautious right now. Good YOC. I think he went for wild throw. Like, so there's a thing in this matchup. If I do a fireball YRC and Sol does a gun flame and doesn't YRC it, I can do 3H and it will counter hit, and I go like into a free combo. So the fact that he YRC'd his gun flame was really key, because he would have taken a lot of damage if he hadn't. Really good empty jump low. I like that a lot. Good dead angle. Oops. Ooh. I did the wrong combo again. That was really interesting. I'm watching the 2S at that range clashes with Sol's DP. I'm gonna have to remember to do that more often. I don't know how specific that range is, but that was I had no idea it would do that. It just got lucky. The problem with that, of course, is that like most situations, Sol isn't going to be compelled to DP if you're at that range. He's just going to say, okay, you're not going to. Good jabs. I tried to do 5K as a frame trap, but I got a little greedy and tried to run in too far. But I do have the read on him that he's jabbing almost every time, because I've been doing the greedy extensions, so it makes sense that he's doing that. Until I can actually frame trap him more effectively, he's not going to stop doing it. And that was mistimed frame trap. He's teching too early. Yeah, he's supering way too much too, I think. Like, I just was blocking because I knew that was coming. I guess it gives him a pretty good spatial advantage, like good late tech there. Super. No. Good tech trap. I need to do 3H there. 3H. pretty bad for me now. I have no meter and no burst. I have to hope I can... Okay. Nice burst to continue his corner pressure. I have to really look out for his super now. Really nice patient blocking from him. Super. I was trying to bait a dead angle right there. Or a super. I didn't really think he was going to super again, but I thought he might dead angle, so I just did some stagger jabs. So like Juan has pretty good defense. I definitely don't think he should be using super as much as he is. I'm not familiar enough with Dizzy to say that definitively, but I'm pretty sure you don't want to use it that much. You have those like fish cross-up setups down, but I have a feeling that you're not mixing them up enough, because even though you're doing the fence, it looks like you're executing it correctly, but it feels like it's never really catching me. It's like you have to figure out the way to make it a more 50-50 when I see those happening. Nice, that was a really good instant air dash. Can't I be it? Nice. It's really nice to try the IB when you're blocking air strings like that, because you can try to throw them. You can also get thrown yourself, but oh, nice. I just did a really late tech into a low there. Good backdash. See, that was a good use of that overhead move, because maybe, I don't know if he knew I was going to backdash, but it caught my backdash. It wasn't just like some lazy thing he did to hope that I didn't block it. It was like preventing me from backdashing out of pressure. Good DP. So if you think about that 50-50 that I'm doing there, if I do an empty jump low, or if I do the late air dash, DP beats both of those options. So usually I don't do them against Sol. Now that he's DP'd it, I'm probably not going to bother doing that setup anymore against him, because while it's true I could empty jump block and bait a DP, I don't, if I'm going to do that, I might as well just do like this grinder so that I don't have to worry about it entirely. That was you know, that was just one of those times where he burst it, because if he didn't, he was gonna die. The thing is, like, I mean, I wouldn't say I disagree with you bursting there. It's more like, it's just like a guess really at that point, because like, let's say you didn't burst because you thought you burst because if you didn't, you were gonna die, right? But if you didn't burst, I was gonna bait and you would have got out of the pressure. But it really is just a mind game at that point, and I think the call you made was fine. But I noticed, like, when I played against like Vogue earlier today, I think it was Vogue. It was somebody way better than me. Or I was playing against Mystic last night. I noticed that, like, when you're playing somebody that you think is outplaying you, they're gonna tend to think you're gonna burst, and sometimes it can be really advantageous to just say, okay, I'm not gonna burst here. And then if they do go for that, if they have to go for a hard bait instead of just like a burst safe string, then you get like, you get out of the pressure actually. You're teching too, obviously. Like, that's why you're getting thrown there, because it's just like, I know you're going to tech immediately, and I know you're teching forward. So I just position myself where you're going to tech, and I just throw as soon as it's time. Good flame column. See, like there, I blocked it because I know you're going to cross up. You cross up with it every time. So sometimes instead of crossing up, you should do the fake cross up, and that's going to catch me because I'm blocking cross up every single time. So if you do a non-cross up, it's going to catch me. I was able to throw you because your computer lagged out and gave me like a free freeze to see what was happening, and I punished it. No. Soul has such good tech grabs. You can do that all day with him. Whoops. Just the way you can do it is like let's say you can do a combo. Especially if you know your combo is not gonna like kill them, what you can do is you do a combo that you know is gonna like not result in a knockdown. Now for me, I occasionally will intentionally do one of those combos just so I can try to get a tech grab on them. But usually for Kai, it's like he just has certain combos that don't end in a knockdown, and that's like his dust combo and stuff. And that's when I go for that, or his counter hit 3H combo doesn't end in a knockdown. But for Soul, I don't know which combos it is specifically, but a ton of Soul players do that on me. If you're doing a really long ass combo, those last few hits may only do like 15 more damage total, so you can end the combo early and just jump up and try to grab them. Because if they're just mashing tech the whole time, assuming that they're just looking for you to drop the combo, if you intentionally drop it, you know exactly when they're gonna tech if they're mashing it, and then you just grab them, and then you get like that throw damage will not be scaled from the combo, And if you RC it or whatever, you can combo from there. But usually the main thing is you're getting a knockdown and you're resetting them back into the corner. I didn't have enough meter to continue blocking the DP. I need to instant block that. Good. Do you see how that jumping punch? Even though I did 5p anti-air, it didn't work. 6p would have whiffed too. Good DP. Good wild throw. You gotta finish those combos though. Like the knockdown is such a big difference in this situation. Oh, nice. You could have thrown that. So just like that. Like, okay, you did a Gunflame YRC, and then during the YRC freeze, you saw that I was like flying right above your head. In that situation, just jump and grab me, just like I did at the end of the round with my Fireball. You can do that exact same thing. It's a really good use of your Gunflame YRC, is you do it, because a lot of times people are going to try to jump over the Gunflame. So if you YRC it and see them above you, especially if they're air dashing, which I was, they've already committed. They can't do anything, so you just grab them for free. Doesn't combo on Dizzy. Yikes. I don't like that 5D. I was way too close. Really shitty air dash from me. I shouldn't have done that. Terrible burst. Super? No. Good jabs. I was going to throw him and he jabbed me right out. There's the super. You can see why I don't like those supers. Like, I like the burst there though. Oh, good grab. Instant block grab even. Ah, damn it. You got too cautious at the end there. You know, I know if you have low health, it's tempting to be more cautious, but it also just gives me more time to hit you with a straight fireball. Like, if you had just... I would have done something. Find a way to use your meter to get in. Like, as Kai, I can fireball YRC. I can stun Nipper with RC, knowing it's there. There must be good ways for Dizzy to use her meter to get in, because in that situation you had lower life than me, but you also had like full meter, and that should mean that you have some nice ways to get in pretty safely on me and force me to block mix-ups. That was a fair read, like, because I do tend to... Okay, you got to punish that. Yeah, Juan, I don't know what Dizzy uses her meter for, honestly. but like, yeah, like somebody said, can you YRC a fish? Can you put a fish out and YRC the recovery? I don't know. But if you have something you can do that that lets you get in more safely, that would be really helpful, especially in the situation where you were down on health but had a lot of meter, and you, in theory, you get one knockdown and you can kill me. I forgot, I was going to tell Juan something, or not Juan, Marsupial was after that match. I could have used... I need to use super in that situation. Fire wheel YRC. Yeah, so try to do that. Nice. I mean, I assume you know this, Juan, but your fish absorb like my DPs and shit. So like, you know, they absorb DPs, they absorb fireballs. So like, the theory, if you can YRC one of those things, the idea is that you put it out as a shield, and then you can just charge in on me. The throw at the end, Yeah, I forgot what happened already. Sorry. But I think a bigger overall problem for you, Juan, is that you're playing a character that is entirely reliant on on having this scary pressure setups, but you don't have them. So like you have your corner pressure is kind of is pretty good sometimes. Like there's a lot of times where I feel like I can't get out of the corner against you because you just have so much stuff locking me down, but you don't actually have like the mix-ups, especially mid-screen. You always do that same cross-up one, because if you can get that stuff down, what's going to start happening is you're going to lock people down, you're going to mix them up, and then you're going to get another setup, and it's just going to, you know, it's going to start snowballing to where you can just win sometimes because they guess wrong a few times and they die. Good RC on that gun viper. Oh, nice. I don't think you should swap characters. I just like, you just have to learn those. The cross up that you're doing is a totally legit cross up, but it only works if you also use the other one that doesn't cross up. So just learn that one and start using those. Use one half the time, use the other half the time, and I'm gonna really struggle to know which one you're doing. You know, it's the same theory as my bullshit little good 2D. It's the same thing as my bullshit like grinder 50-50s where am I hitting you low, am I hitting you high? You don't know. You can do the same thing, you just have to alternate them rather than doing the same one every time. Thanks, Dingus. Yeah, I go really I kind of do this stuff in spurts. Like I make a bunch of videos for like a few weeks and then I stop doing it for a year. Teching too soon again. Don't ever jump yourself into the corner. Alright, so Juan, what you did, you started incorporating 5D as a way to like throw an overhead mix up in there, which is fine. You probably don't want that to be the only thing you do different. It's something you can throw out every once in a while. What you can try to do is Dizzy can air dash twice, so I think the way you do it is you set up that fish to lock me down, and you either you try the air dash right as the fish is hitting, and you can either air dash once and then twice, and depending on how many air dashes you do is going to force me to block a different direction. And you can make the timing set so that it's really hard for me to figure it out. The other thing you can start doing is tick throwing me. So like in those situations where you were using 5D, you could also have just been like going for a tick throw, because I have to block, like I'm blocking because of the fish, right? So if the fish, as soon as I come out of block stun on the fish, you're always pressing a button on me and I'm always blocking it. So if I'm always blocking, that means sometimes you can just walk up and throw me raw after the fish hits. Well, that blitz really worked out. Good empty jump low. Ah, you gotta get it. Gotta get the combo. Good bait. I considered bursting there, but I didn't want to, like, I didn't think I could win. He had so much health left and I was like at like 5 HP or whatever. And I was, oh, I really like that 5H he just did, because I actually tried to press a button and he caught me out. Tucking too early. I think he was trying to wild throw there and he didn't get it. Tick throws are good mid-screen and corner for sure. They're always good. Just go watch, like, what I would do. This is kind of how I learned my character. Go watch a match video of a really good Dizzy player, and you know, you want to like open Notepad on your computer and just start, like, don't write down everything she does, but when you see her do a certain setup like multiple times, write it down. And if what you're really looking for specifically, or I would say for you, you want to find the cross-up setups with the fish, like where she air dashes multiple times. Oh, good, nice. Oh, dude, you should have just blocked. You know, you want to find those cross-up setups and just write them down and practice them in training mode until you've got them totally down. Just try to find the most basic type of mix-up you can get that other people are doing, like good players are doing, because that mix-up is always going to work on anyone if you execute it properly and if you represent both sides of that mix-up. Like right there, you could have thrown me, because I was just blocking. Oops. Good throw. Nice. Good ice spike. If you're latexing, it's working. Otherwise, I'm just messing with the timing. But like on that bird or that fish, I think you could have air dashed again, and it would have crossed me up. This is PC. You know, so you could have done like another air dash, and I would be blocking the wrong direction, and the fish would hit me, and then you can somehow convert that into a combo. The other thing is, like, when you actually land and start hitting me, you always are comboing into like 2D and then the flame pillar or whatever. But you can end your combo short at some point and just throw me, and that really will strengthen your offense. And I probably am going to kill this stream pretty soon, because I've been streaming for 3 hours and 20 minutes. But yeah, like Dizzy's offense is pretty complicated. With that said, I think if you just watch some videos and find a few core setups that she has, and just get those few ones down, and then you can slowly add more. So when I tick throw, I almost always am dashing in. I dash in and then FD break and then throw. It's really, to be honest, the fact that you have to do that almost made me quit the game. Because I was at a little point where I was just kind of lazy and I didn't want to learn anything. I remember going into the training mode and I was like, oh my god, I have to actually like dash FD and then throw just to do a tick throw, and I almost was just like, fuck, I don't want to play. But I like just practiced it a bit and it's not that bad. The reason it gets kind of hard is because ideally when you throw in this game, you option select your throw with another button. Like as Kai, I option select with close slash, meaning if I go for a throw and it doesn't come out, I get close slash instead of 6H, because 6H is so slow, you don't want that to come out if you miss your throw. So that means that you're doing some really annoying button pressing. Like you have to dash in, hit back, press 2 buttons, and then immediately press 2 more buttons and forward just to do a tick throw. Which, like, compared to something like Street Fighter 4 where you just press like punch, punch, and then you just press 2 buttons and you don't even have to run forward usually. Sometimes where I will walk up and do a tick throw, if I have like a grinder setup out, that's also a time when Dizzy would walk up and tick, is if she's using a fish to set up her tick. And the reason for that is because the fish and the grinder isn't pushing the character back. So if she just has like no buttons being pressed and the fish is hitting, she can walk right up and throw. And the mix up for her would be like, I think she'll use, it's not 2P or 2K, the move that looks like a little, like she's, I don't know how to describe the move. I don't know which move it is, but she would either like stagger step and then hit with a low, or she would just walk up and throw right after they come out of black stun from the fish. And that's the same thing I do with the grinder sometimes, is I stagger step a little bit and I either walk up and throw them, or I do like 5K or 2K or something like that. See, like I know he's just going to keep doing his string there, so I don't have to worry about the throw at all because he doesn't go for them. And that was a good anti-air. Nice. So here's where he could throw the shit out of me in that situation, because there's so many like fish on me. He doesn't even need to press buttons. He just has to wait till I'm out of block stun for a few frames and just throw me. So like right there, I just walked up and threw him because the fireball is creating the tick for me. And then there he knew I was going to try to do it, so he jabbed out. And if I think he's going to jab out, I can instead of ticking, I can go like that and I frame trap him because he tried to jab out of my throw. Whoops. He jabbed out of the throw, so yeah. Yeah, you have to back FD and then now if you just want to work on the throw timing, you can just, instead of doing all that, you can just hit back and do a back throw. Of course, the problem with that is oftentimes you don't actually want to back throw somebody, you want to forward throw. But that way you don't have to FD break to do the throw. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the stream now though, cause like, my wife is probably like, "What the fuck are you doing for so long?" I'll leave the lobby up for like a little bit if you guys want to keep playing, but I'm gonna end the stream. So thanks for watching. Hopefully it's helpful for you. I'll stream like sporadically between now and early September, but eventually I'm just gonna stop. So I don't know if you guys prefer the coaching thing or if you just want me to play matches. I'll probably do it like alternating. It's helpful. It's more helpful for me personally to play matches, but like, yeah, I know it's definitely helpful to directly coach some people. I do think though, like, for the stream itself, like, I mean, it's definitely, it's cool that there's like a lot of people helping. Like Snowman was in, he's like a really good soul. He's like a better player than me, and he was giving a lot of advice in the chat. But I don't know, like sometimes if I'm playing someone for too long, I think it gets like, it can get to the point where I stop really, both of us kind of stop trying to play as best as we could, and I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but you know, you kind of get fatigued sometimes if you play matches too long. I'm really glad though that like the people in here that lost a lot just kept playing without like tilting and or just giving up, because that's really a good way to get better. Just like find people that will play long sets with you that can beat you, and just play a lot, and it'll level you up really fast. Alright, so thanks for watching. Bye.